Hi, everybody. It is 2 o'clock on Tuesday, and I am most definitely needing a redirect. So I don't know if you remember yesterday, I gave the tip, ask yourself better questions. And so the better question I ask myself is, what do I need right now? Because I'm about ready to fall asleep at my desk. And what I realized was I had 2 cups of coffee and 0 water. So I need a drink of water. Okay. And I need a redirect, right? So how in the form of a redirect, what could we do in the matter of a minute? Hi, hon. In the matter of a minute to redirect. So we could take some deep breaths. We could step away from the desk. We could go get something to eat that's healthy and nutritious. We could drink, 12 ounces or 24 ounces of water. We could go for a walk. We could pet the dog. There's a million different things we can do, changing focus, changing physiology, and changing the language, the stuff that we hear inside here, right? So a good friend of mine asked me to talk about procrastination. Procrastination is a habit. Hello? Procrastination is just a habit of not knowing what our why is, not knowing what our goal for the moment is. So that's procrastination. And then you add that, 10 times or 50 times a day. And for example, you can be procrastinating for weeks, if not months, if not years. So that is procrastination. It's just a habit. So what do we do with that? Overcoming procrastination. Hi, Whitney. So nice to see you. What do we do to overcome procrastination? So a couple things. It's about taking back time. But even more importantly than taking back time, it's understanding what we're meant to be doing and being clear. Really, it's about clarity. So procrastination is a habit. So that's huge. And if it's a habit, we know that we can undo a habit. It takes time. Hi, Tracy. And procrastination actually can be an addiction. Hi, Michelle. So it's not just a habit. A habit can become an addiction to not knowing, an addiction to overwhelm, an addiction to ill focus, an addiction to getting off course, right? If you think about it, that's all a habit is. And it feeds. It almost feels like it pulls you, like you don't have control over it. Hi, Jen. Hi, Amanda. So in all reality, it is an addiction, and we can really think about it in that frame, because right now, more than ever, we are freaking pulled in a million directions. So of course it's easy to procrastinate. We have no handle on what the focus is. We have no handle, hi Joyce, no handle on what the goal is or the purpose is or the why is, right? Or very, very infrequently are we. Right? Now, you know the difference. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Michelle does. She knows exactly what we're talking about. If she's hungry enough, if Michelle is hungry enough for something, there will be no procrastination. She is so stinking resourceful. She will get the job done. Like that, like yesterday. Because why? Because she's clear, she's on fire, and she's hungry. That's it. Right, Linda? So the bottom line is, what are you hungry about right now in this given moment, in this month of October or in this fourth quarter, depending on your job, whether it has to do with your family or your parenting? What are you truly hungry for? Give that some thought. Answer that question. And then what's it going to take to get the job done? It's me. I'm talking. I'm doing a podcast, buddy. I know, it's pretty motivating, isn't it? So I'm outside on my front porch. I definitely needed to change my focus and my physiology and move outside for a little bit and get some fresh air and a little bit of water. But anyway, talking about procrastination, all it is an addiction. And it's a habit. And we can unlearn habits by asking ourselves better questions and saying, what are you hungry for right now? What do you really want to see yourself doing or being in 2020? Or in 2021, for goodness sake. Hello, Sharzad. Hi, Michelle. Let's see. What is you saying? I'm getting pressure from a lot of avenues. Went to church Sunday. Nice. And you changed your mindset. So here's the thing. Take a look at what Michelle did. She made a decision to shift in that moment. Right? And so just as we talked about the layer and layer and layer and layer of unknowns and the layer and layer and layer of overwhelm becomes a habit or an addiction to procrastination, my suggestion to you is you can layer and layer and layer better decisions in a day. And the more you do that and you celebrate that at the end of the night, and then you do it again and you're high on that, try that for an addiction, right? And you're taking back your time. Because you're more connected, right, Mike Savage? You're more connected to your power and your purpose. Let's go. What's Miss Jill saying? She finally caught me live. All right, so does that make sense, everybody? We can take back our power by understanding what our passion and our purpose is. And you can layer in passion and purpose, just like you layer in overwhelm and loss of time. One little tip I would say, and nobody really does this. I did make one of my coaching clients do this though. This is what she said. I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I was like, oh, I've got an exercise for you. Set your alarm for the top of the hour. Every hour that you're awake. Set your alarm for the top of the hour, every hour that you're awake for 3 to 4 days, okay? And at the top of the hour, I want you to take a little notepad and I want you to write down what you've accomplished or what you haven't accomplished and what you've been busy with for that whole hour. Do that for 3 to 4 days and you will know where you're wasting your time. You will know what you're actually being productive in, right? We don't even know what we don't know. Of course it's easy to procrastinate. So, right, Miss Jackie? Right, Mike? All right. I know this tip is going to be helpful. Yay, Miss Kim. I know this tip is super helpful. So I'm so excited to be able to share it with you. It's gold. Go and share it with someone else. All right? Do better. Be better. You got this.